What's going on, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another movie review. And do I have a movie for you guys to talk about? This time for Parasite. Now, this is a Korean, I would say, drama, thriller, horror. There's all kinds of elements in this movie, even some comedic aspects. And a lot of people thought going in this, it would be more of a horror just based on the word Parasite. I mean, I thought it was, even though I saw the trailer and it was a bit dry and bit confusing, if I'm going to be honest. It didn't really suck me in too much, so I didn't really want to catch it just right away, but I'm so glad I actually went out to go see it because this is one of my top films this year. Now, of course, it's, the independent or international films that are really catching everybody's attention. I think that, first of all, I got to acknowledge the amazing writing of this film, guys. Now, I don't mean to offend too many people, but it seems like American writers can sometimes be lazy. And what I mean is the movies that kind of get brought to light in the Hollywood spectrum. I mean, we get to see a lot of reboots, a lot of, just lazy writing, but it seems that a lot of these international films that don't get to be seen by wider audiences tend to be my favorites and tend to be a lot of people's fan favorites just based on ratings, IMDb scores, Rotten Tomatoes scores. They're being acknowledged with awards left and right. But why aren't the masses watching these films? Unfortunately, they can't get them over here shown in thousands of theaters like a lot of these Hollywood blockbuster films. And I just got to give it up to the writing of this film. And before I get into the specifics of the actors and writers and director involved with this movie, guys, it did release November 8th, 2019. It was filmed in South Korea. It is Korean, but it is English subtitles, and it is 2 hours and 12 minutes. So it's a little longer, but I think a lot of these twists and turns and some of the elements and character development are really going to hold you guys' interest. I know, subtitles are not for everybody. I won't lie. They're not for me. So it really takes me to be invested in a film to put my phone to the side and just watch a movie that has subtitles. And this movie really got me from start to finish. Halfway through, we get our dramatic reveal, but oof, I gotta back up, David. Let's back up a little bit and let's talk about the cast and the plot of Parasite. So forgive me if I butcher any of these names, but this movie is written and directed by Bong Joon-ho, and he also did Okja, which was one of my favorite films of 2017. You guys can catch it on Netflix. I believe it is a Netflix original. He also did Snowpiercer, and that was an amazing flick, as well as The Host, which is a phenomenal creature feature. You guys need to check that one out. I believe the main actor of this movie is also in Host as well. His name is Kang Ho Song, and he was also in The Host, which was, 2006, guys. That was such a long time ago, but that's one that you definitely got to catch, as well as Thirst. He's also starring in, which was a cool one, and even Snowpiercer, he was in it. So Snowpiercer was a phenomenal film, guys. It was starring, I believe, Chris Evans. The guy plays Captain America. I'm getting my Chris's mixed up, maybe. But let's go over the cast, guys. So like I just said, Kang Ho Song plays Kim. Sun Yun Lee plays Park. Yeo Jeong Jo plays Park Yeon Kyo. And forgive me once again if I butcher these names, guys. Wo Sik Choi plays Kim. Hyai Jing Jang plays Kim Chung Sok. Sodam Park plays Kim Ki Jung. And Ji Jo Jung plays Park Da-hee. Whew, okay, that was a mouthful for me. And it's also written by Han Jin-won, who also worked on Okja as well. Now, this film starts off with a family of four. You have the father, the mother, the daughter, and the son. The classic traditional family. Unfortunately, in their situation, they're all unemployed. They're living in a cockroach-infested little apartment. I wouldn't even call this it looks like a basement level living situation that they're all in. Unfortunately, they're all scrambling to get money. The dad really has some high hopes, and he's just really a glass half full type guy. He's very, optimistic about their forthcomings. So what ends up happening is they get gifted a rock. This is not really central to the plot. And by the way, guys, this review might contain minor spoilers, so beware ahead. But anyways, they get gifted this rock that's told to bring them great wealth and fortune and just good things to come. So from there, they start, just obtaining all of these good nature things. So right away, the son, Kim Ki-woo, he actually gets offered a job as an English translator by his friend who's going to study abroad. So he's going to leave for a while. So he wants this friend of his to take his place. And he tells him it's a well-paying job. So he gets introduced to this very wealthy family that lives up on the hill. They have an amazing, amazing house. The father is a huge tycoon. I forget what they say he did, but he's dealing with electronics. And this is Kim Ki-woo's kind of initial entrance into this whole new family. The wife is very, very naive. So she kind of believes the fake backstory that he's created of being a English translator. They totally doctored and photoshopped all of his documents. This kind of leads him into the family per se. So what ends up happening throughout the movie is the people that were working for this wealthy family, Kim Ki-woo devises a plan to get them fired and kind of fills the void and their placements with his family members. So over the first act, you kind of see the character development and all of them kind of fall into line. The daughter ends up working for the family, the mom ends up working for the family, the dad ends up working for the family, and it happens so organically and so strategically placed. It is a beautiful opening to these characters to see that they really are, even though they're, good-natured people and they're just believable actors to this family that they're trying to dupe. But in the end, they are kind of scummy for doing what they're doing. So we do get to see their scumbag side come out and their parasite, so to speak, in that first act of the movie. Now, in that hour mark, that's when the film starts to pick up as far as it being a thriller, because we do get a couple of things thrown in there that really threw us for a left field and just kind of a wrench thrown in their plan where something crazy ends up happening, and unfortunately their fortune comes to a halt and they start backtracking a bit and trying to cover their tracks. And just so much is happening, guys, in this movie. A lot of different subplots, and let me tell you, the last 20 minutes of this movie is fantastic. I couldn't believe it. I thought maybe at that hour mark that was going to be the big reveal, something crazy was going to happen, but no. The last 20 minutes, it just took it up a notch and just, man, it elevated your levels of just sensory to like 10, 11. You just were just like on the edge of your seat, nail biting what was going to happen next. You didn't know what was real and what wasn't. And it was just a phenomenal movie, guys, through and through. If you can handle the subtitles, watch this, guys. I think you definitely can, because it's an overall good story and I had some amazing fun with it. And like I said, this is one of my top films of the year. Even though it's not an American film, totally fine. I throw it in there. It needs to get awards, and I actually think it got some awards. So it looks like it did get nominated for Best Film at the Asian Pacific Screen Awards. It also got nominated at the Australian Academy of Cinema and Television Arts as Best Asian Film, and so many damn more, guys. And this is, this is something that really needs to be seen by all. Like I said, it just comes back to good writing, good storytelling. There was no CGI in this film, all practical effects. It's one of those films that really shows you that you don't need elements of that movie magic made by computers. It's all about the creepiness of humans and individuals that can really just, as well as the music. The score was beautiful. It really set the tension, guys. And I just got to give this movie a solid 5 out of 5, saying go check it out as soon as you can. It's probably going to come to streaming before it hits a theater near you. I believe it is playing at most of our local independent theaters, but definitely check it out any which way you can. Parasite, 5 out of 5. And I'm definitely looking forward to more that this director has. And all these actors involved did a phenomenal job, like I said. I didn't go over all of them because there is actually a lot of characters, but they all did a solid performance, and I definitely praise them for that. But anyways, that ends my review for Parasite 2019. If you guys have seen it, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys did appreciate my review, please hit that thumbs up. It always does help me. And make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button for more content like this. Thank you guys so much. Till next time, I'm gone. Peace.